Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today is going to be a bit more of a light-hearted video. We're just going to talk about the different things that you have inside the Netherlands that you just probably wouldn't see inside the US. And don't forget, we're still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So subscribe to the channel. So let's first talk about the school bags. Now for those of you that don't know, when somebody graduates from high school, they actually put their backpacks on a Dutch flag. And it's just a little nod that there's a graduation that happened. And now I can't think of any sort of equivalent, but I guess if we were to do some type of equivalent, I think it'd be sort of like you put a graduation yard sign inside of your front yard. It's kind of like that, just nodding and celebrating that this person passed their finals exams and they graduated from school. And I was just thinking about it. Wouldn't they be putting their backpacks up on the flag to sort of symbolize that they don't need their books anymore? I could be very wrong about that. I think that's just one of the more unified traditions that the Netherlands has. So right now I'm inside of the Urinals Park. They have a frisbee golf course inside of the Urinals Park. Because it was the Paasdagen or Easter, look what they put on top of the frisbee catcher thing. I don't know frisbee golf, so I don't know what this thing is called. But look at this. Whoever did that, that just made my day. You know what? After finding these Easter eggs, it actually gonna bring me to the next point, which will have to be that the Netherlands don't chill their eggs. Like I'll see at the grocery store, right? You'll see all your eggs inside of the refrigerator, or with all the dairy products, you have your eggs in there as well. Here in the Netherlands, they're on the normal shelves. You'll find them most of the times next to your baking supplies. And that's just because they don't wash the protective layer that the eggs produce when they lay their eggs. That makes it safe and doesn't need to be chilled, which is also just another thing that would lead me to like the food industry. Now that's a bit of a bigger topic that I'm not gonna be talking too deeply into this video, but even just the difference between the food regulations inside of the Netherlands versus the food regulations inside of the US, that's in itself is completely different. There's some ingredients inside of America that is just simply not allowed to be here. There's a whole different rabbit hole that you could get down into on just the food industry. But one of those would have to be the protective layer of eggs. So the next lighthearted thing that I have to say will have to be celebrating birthdays. Now, what I mean by like celebrating birthdays, I mean everybody gets celebrated. Everyone in that household gets celebrated, all for this one person's birthday. And for me, I'm on the wavelength of like this. Everybody's life has changed due to this person's birthday. All the good, all the bad, the sacrifices, the rewards. So I actually think it's really good that you congratulate everybody that made that possible. You don't have to make the whole entire day about everybody, but doing something small, just like congratulating them, it just makes total sense to congratulate the mom, congratulate the dad, the brother, the sister, everybody that's in the household. Yeah, that's another lighthearted thing. On to the next one. From the last video, 93.4% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Like, yo, moet ik in het Nederlands vragen? In all actuality, we're actually really close to hitting that goal. So I know we can do it. So this next one's actually a little bit funny, but I was actually thinking about Carnival, and one thing that really tripped me up, I'm talking like, I was so shocked. Urinals being outside, but I'm not gonna put no B-roll footage of this. I'm gonna just try my best to explain this. For all the Americans out there that's listening right now, imagine you go into the public restroom, you know all urinals, you see the urinals, just take that urinal and remove that entire building. And boom, you got yourself a public urinal. When I tell you that I was about dead when I saw that junk in Carnival, I didn't know what to think, man. There is no walls, no cover up. It's like literally just a toilet. Everybody can see you doing your business. That is still shocking me right now as I'm thinking about it. It's like I never ever even seen something like this before. Like a bathroom that is truly public. So we're on the topic of toilets, and it just got me thinking of something very fast. Something that's different would be that they have buttons to flush the toilet instead of levers. You know, we got levers, you flush the toilet with the lever, but here they have a toilet with buttons on it, And you have one button that is like for number 1. They have a bigger button, and that's for number 2. And it just has like a higher water pressure to wash down the toilet. That was also something very quick, lighthearted, that I just thought is something different that you don't have in the US. Christmas, or the Kerstdag. One of the things that has been quickly becoming more and more of one of my favorite holidays would have to be the Christmas holidays. There's like 3 different days that you celebrate Christmas, and only one of them is for presents. I'll try and break it down to the best of my knowledge so it makes a little bit more sense. So on December 5th, you have Sinterklaas. Basically, Sinterklaas was like the original folktale story of Santa Claus. Basically how the story went was that Sinterklaas was originally in Spain, came to the Netherlands by a steamboat, and he was a bishop and basically gave out gifts on December 5th. They had brought that folktale story over to New York, inside New Amsterdam, when the Netherlands still had ownership of New York. As we just went by, the story had got changed up a little bit and became the story of Santa Claus, and the day changed to December 25th. That is what December 5th Sinterklaas is for. But because of the American Christmas movie and media influence that it had, the December 25th became also a day where you get smaller gifts and like littler things. So on the 25th, you'll have your smaller gifts, you'll have a nice big family dinner like Thanksgiving, but they have their own version of it, which would be Gumeta. Everybody sits at a table and they have different types of food laid out inside of different bowls and a big giant stove that sits on top of the table, and everybody just cooks their own portions of food on that stove. You have the 26th would be the second Christmas day. And on that second Christmas day, you'll typically have another dinner with your in-laws or the other side of the family. And every year it becomes more and more of one of my favorite holidays. Thanksgiving has always been at the top of my list because it's just about 1, being with your family, and 2, eating. For me, that's the best holiday you can ever have. For a long time, me and my family members haven't really been that social with each other. So recently I had got the chance to go visit my cousin in Italy, and she also makes content on YouTube about her life inside of Italy. Her name is Quay by Day. So you guys can go check her out as well. And that really kind of just opened my eyes to how important it is to still socialize with the ones that you love. And just being able to have one holiday that kind of brings everyone together. It's something that just adds to the bond as a family. But that's gonna cap off today's video. If you guys liked it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. And in the comment section, if you guys know of any other things that you have in the Netherlands that you just typically don't see inside of America, let me know. And vice versa. If there's some things inside of America that you don't see inside the Netherlands, let me know that as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.